Woo! Cat!
Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm a bad man! I still got the world! I still got the world! My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious.
I feel I'm the best ever. I broke everybody's record. Tell me who record I haven't broke.
Colossal Boxing Talk.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Smooth Cat, Colossal Boxing Talk, and in this video today, this will be the return of the Smooth Cat Rants. And what I want to talk about is I got a few topics today. Okay, first and foremost, I want to talk about Terrence Crawford. As we know, Terrence Crawford is easily one of the most talented fighters in the sport of boxing today. He adapts mid-fight. He also he has good to decent power in both hands, and he's coming off of a recent dominant victory over Dare Regime. The only bad thing I can truly say about Crawford in the fight with Dare Regime, he was getting caught flush with a lot of shots, but I mean, it's a part of the game of boxing. Everybody isn't going to be Floyd Mayweather, so you can't expect everybody to have this great dazzling defense where they're not getting touched at all. But at the end of the day, I would have liked to see Crawford make some adjustments to not get hit as often. I really would have. But I mean, okay. So from what we're hearing about Crawford is another thing is he potentially could be next for Manny Pacquiao. And my honest thoughts on that it seems like a very captivating fight, a fight that should be very interesting, a fight that should really blow us fans away. It really should, if it gets made. Me, I'm one of the people, I'm kind of in a minority because I hear a lot of people saying how they feel Terrence Crawford would whitewash Manny Pacquiao, and I disagree with that. I'm not sure that Terrence Crawford can whitewash Manny Pacquiao. I'm not sure if he can beat him, but I mean, you know, anything is possible in the sport of boxing. So I won't ever come out and just say, oh no, he can't beat him. But I mean, it's one of those type of fights. I don't think Manny Pacquiao is shot how a lot of people think he is. So I'm not sure. I think that can be a very interesting fight. I will, as of right now, I will lean my hat in Manny Pacquiao's favor to win. But, I mean, who knows? After film study and all the other good stuff, who knows my opinion in. Okay, next up, another guy who's, another young guy who's on the come up. Victor Postal. Victor Postal, the new WBC champion. He has a mandatory title defense sometime next year, hopefully early next year, against Amir Imam. And that is a very, very interesting fight. It's one of those type of fights where you kind of see we'll all get to see what Amir Imam is made of. I've heard a lot of good things about Imam, and like I say, I've been watching him for a while now, and I think the kid is the goods. It's a lot of people who don't feel the same way. A lot of people criticize his defense. They say things like he was dropped against Maldonado, so that somehow dampens what he's done and makes him less than a fighter than anybody else who was young and got dropped for whatever the fuck reason. But I'm not sure why. So I mean, you can't argue with certain people's logic. So that's not what I'm here to do today. I'm not here to argue certain people's logic. I'm here to tell you about my thoughts on it. Like I say, and with Victor Postal and Amir Imam, I think it's a very, very close fight. I think it's interesting. And honestly, I believe a lot of people are like, have jumped on the Postal bandwagon since he stopped Lucas Matisse. And don't get me wrong, that was a very, very great feat that he accomplished because no one else has done that. But at the end of the day, Matisse has been through a lot of wars. And me, myself, after watching my bro Big Cool's video, I said to myself, you know what? He's been through a whole lot. He's had a lot of tough fights. He just went through hell and back. in a fight that I felt he was convincingly won against Ruslan Provodnikov. So at the end of the day, I kind of had a feeling that Lucas Matisse, he was on the verge of a big dramatic loss, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect a knockout from Postal. I expected maybe unanimous decision win, something like that. But like I say, back to Amon. Amon is a young guy, and like I say, he needs to prove his worth. He really does, and he definitely needs to step up his competition level. I'm not saying like he's not fighting good fighters now, but he does need to take that next step so his name can start getting mentioned with the upper echelon and the elites of the 140-pound division. That's if he can swim with the elite, because he hasn't proved to us that he can swim with the elite yet. As talented as he hasn't proved that. So we'll have to see him in the ring and see what he does against another top-notch fighter. Okay. Next up, let me see. Who should all right, here we go. Another fighter who I've been kind of hearing a lot about lately. A lot of hype and a lot of like he's been building actually a lot of fans of late, and that is Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, who's like I say, very solid fighter, very capable. He great combinations, very crisp with his punches, and he's a brutal body puncher, hard, heavy puncher, and all that. Very, I mean, like I say, very highly skilled. Now he gets hit a lot as well, but at the end of the day, he's unbeaten and he's still doing what he needs to do. I'm not saying being unbeaten makes him special. His skill level is what makes him special at the end of the day. But it would be nice to see Gonzalez versus Anoa'i, or give Estrada a rematch and things of that sort. That would be very, very nice to see. But I mean, until it comes to fruition, it's all hearsay and talk. But with Gonzalez, like I say, a lot of people are kind of outraged about him being pound for pound number one. My thoughts on him being pound for pound number one: I feel Roman Gonzalez does. I feel he has a lot more longevity in his career. So I definitely believe he possibly one day down the line he could have unanimously became the pound for pound number one guy. Me right now, I feel Vladimir Klitschko should be the pound for pound best fighter in the world. I mean, if you look at what he's done and what he's been doing, he's been dominant over a decade. He's the most dominant heavyweight champion of this era. So with all that being said, I mean, you have to factor that in when voting. And you get a lot of people, oh, well, he's not fighting this competition, he's not fighting that competition. At the end of the day, he's fighting the best guys available. And it's not his fault that the other heavyweight champions of the world are holding belts hostage and things of that sort. So what is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to go chase down Deontay Wilder? I mean, it is what it is. I believe Wilder is eventually gonna have to get in the ring with a live body, because ever since he's been the champion, don't get me wrong, he's fought two very, very tough game guys, but they were journeymen, and I mean no disrespect by any stretch of the imagination by calling them journeymen, but they were journeymen. But overall, like I say, I do believe Vladimir Klitschko, with his longevity, I believe he deserves to be the pound for pound number one fighter in the world. I'm pretty sure that it's a lot of people who disagree with me, but that's just my belief. And like I say, it takes nothing away from Roman Gonzalez, because, as I say, he's a very talented fighter, highly skilled. But I don't feel it's his time yet. But I mean, he's the pound for pound king, and he's just come off a dominant win over Brian Valoria, a very dangerous game opponent. So, like I say, I take nothing away from him by any stretch of the imagination. At the end of the day, like I said, I just believe Vladimir Klitschko should be the pound for pound best fighter in the world. But ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the end of the video. Hit the like button for me. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Hit that subscribe button for Colossal Boxing Talk. Keep showing us the support, And yes, I am back full time, so you will see a lot more of me. I had a tough stretch, and I'm not gonna say exactly what was going on, but I had a very tough stretch, and I'm over that stretch now, so I'm back. Smooth Cat is out.